Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. In today's video, I'm going to do another anti-haul. I've really been enjoying doing these this year. I initially got this video idea from Abby Williamson, who got her video idea from Kimberly Clark. I will, of course, have both of their channels down below. Please go check them out. I adore both of their videos so much. Basically, if you are new to anti-hauls, which I'd be surprised if you were because I feel like they've been kind of circulating around for a few years now, but basically it's just a way to just kind of roast things. It's all in good fun. It's not that serious. If I talk about things that you are super pumped about, please don't get offended. Sometimes I'm even including things in this video that I actually want, but I'm trying to talk myself out of. Sometimes things are just simply horrible releases, and it's a fun way to kind of chat about things. You know, we don't need to buy everything. It's a very like consumer heavy market in the makeup world. So sometimes it's fun to just kind of step back a little bit and make fun of some things and not be as focused about actually buying them. Before we hop into the anti-haul though, I did of course film this look. It should already be up on my Instagram and TikTok by the time this video goes up. And let me just give you my accessory details. These earrings today are from Spooky Doodle Club on Etsy. And I don't know where this choker's from because it's old, and this ring is from Etta Love. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop in and get to some anti-hauling. I'm gonna do a little scoochy scooch so that we have room to put some pictures on the screen. All right, let's just go in no particular order. First up is the Nude Prism collection from Lunar Beauty. Part of this I'm anti-hauling because I'm simply not interested, but part of it I'm anti-hauling because I wanted to talk myself out of it. The palette is simply not for me. It's just your basic neutrals. It does have a really good gradient from light to dark. The top row is mattes and the bottom row is mattes, and the shimmers are all in the middle. Very good gradient. If you don't have a staple neutral palette and you're someone who likes neutrals, maybe this is for you. Absolutely not for me though. I was intrigued by the lip oils, but I feel like I don't reach for lip oils as much as I do glosses. So I think if this was his gloss formula, I would have been all over them, but I didn't need new lip oils. And the blush palette is gorgeous, so pretty. I love my original one from him. I didn't need it. I feel like because I just acquired 8 new blushes from Unearthly Cosmetics that I've been using a lot, I really didn't need this. I don't know. I just decided I didn't need that blush palette. Bottom line, I don't need everything. As beautiful as it is, I can admire it from afar. Next up, from Artist Couture. This is the, what is this even called? Supreme Mauves? I just think this is boring. I don't know if Artist Couture has ever launched anything that I found interesting, to be honest. I'm just clearly not the demographic they are marketing towards. It's just boring to me. I feel like it's so been there, done that. I feel like it's nothing special. It honestly doesn't even scream mauve, only a little bit in the bottom row. So the fact that it's called Supreme Mauves, excuse me? If anything, I would call it a light sprinkle of mauves. This is definitely not Supreme Mauves. I don't know. It's just not for me. It's very tired. Maybe it's just because I don't keep up with that brand. I have no clue what the quality is like. Maybe it's like the best eyeshadow formula in the entire world, which I highly doubt. But yeah, this isn't for me. I feel like this is nothing special. Ooh, next up, I forgot I saved these. These are some new Stila Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadows. I can't believe they're launching more of these. These were all the rage back in like 2017, if I had to guess, and they're back with a vengeance. If anything, I didn't like the Shimmer and Glows as much as the Glitter and Glows, like give me the glittery, sparkly magic. They're $24 a pop. At this point, so many brands have come out with their own versions of these for way less money. e.l.f. specifically has like this, but for like a couple dollars. So please save your money on this. I feel like the colors aren't even that revolutionary. The pop of green is cute, but they're really nothing special. It's just, you know, it's not it. They also did launch a couple dual-ended eyeliners. These little guys are $30 a pop, and I get it. I get that it's 2 eyeliners, so it breaks down to 15 each, but 15 for an eyeliner still isn't like affordable. You know what I mean? That's starting to inch towards high end. So unless you're gonna get so much use out of both sides, you don't need this either. There are so many good eyeliners out there. Ooh, I forgot about this one. Like sometimes I save these like weeks ago, so I forget about them completely, which also goes to show that not everything makes its mark in the makeup world. This is another makeup revolution in The Simpsons. They've done this at least once or twice at this point. This is the Summer of Love collection. It's just chaos. It's just basic pops of color with the Simpsons stamped on it. I don't get Simpsons vibes from these colors. It's just your basic neutrals mixed with colors with a logo on it. This is so not special, so not anything. I feel like, you know, Makeup Revolution just does the exact same thing over and over again, which, to be fair, you can say the same about Colourpop, but I feel like Colourpop at the very least does different concepts a little bit more often. They do similar vibes a lot of the time, but I feel like Makeup Revolution, I literally can't tell the difference between any of their collections most of the time. Okay, this next one, this is from the brand Clarins, which I'm not familiar with. I don't know if they're cruelty free. I don't know anything about them. I hate this product. These are the Milky Boost capsules. It's basically like a jar that contains 30 capsules of foundation. So you can take it on the go, squirt your little foundation bubble, and then apply your foundation on the go. This is just nuts. I don't even know how much this costs. I should figure out how much this costs. Okay, so this is in Europe only, it seems. It is 30 euros, which is the equivalent to about 47.40 USD. If you were to be someone that, let's just say you do your makeup every day, you're gonna be spending like 48 US dollars a month on little foundation capsules. Even if you do only every other day, that's still a lot of money to spend on foundation capsules when your average foundation will last you so much longer. And I feel like this is just so weird. Please tell me if you are this person, I would love to know. Who is carrying this around in their bag to then take out their little capsule, squeeze it out, and then blend it out? I feel like most people that do their makeup on the go have no problem just carrying their foundation with them, or even like a powder foundation that's less messy. This is just weird to me, and it's so expensive, and it's just, I don't know. I don't get it at all. Not for me, clearly. And obviously I wouldn't be able to buy it anyways, but regardless, not for me. Next, I'm only gonna talk about this one lightly. This is the JoJo Siwa and Hip Dot collection. I'm not even gonna talk about the fact that it looks like kids makeup because JoJo's main demographic is children, which is totally cool, I get that. I'm just kind of disappointed that they used like the old JoJo, you know? She'd like just made her big change recently. She came out as gay. She just chopped all her hair off. And to be fair, maybe this was in the works long before that, but I don't know. I feel like it could have been nice to see like some new JoJo representation instead of like old JoJo. I don't know, that's just kind of how I feel about that. I just wanted to touch on it lightly. This collection isn't really for me. I think it's cute if this is the vibe you're going for if you're a JoJo fan, but I just feel like it could have been nice to see like some new JoJo action. Okay, this one I'm almost like getting sucked in simply because of the darn Truffle liquid lipstick from Dose of Colors. This is the new Truffle collection. Truffle liquid lipstick is one of my favorite liquid lipsticks in my whole collection, and it has been for years. I've gone through like 2 or 3 of those. It's a Truffle eyeshadow palette, a lip set, which is the gloss and the liquid lipstick, and then the blush. I'm personally not super interested in the palette. This isn't really my vibe. I don't play with neutrals too often, but I would love the gloss version of Truffle and the blush version of Truffle. I just like want to have it. So this is me just simply talking myself out of it. I do not need it. I'm fine without it. I have so much blush. I have so many lip glosses. I don't need it just because it's branching off of one of my favorite liquid lipsticks. Absolutely do not need it. Moving on. All right, next up, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics is doing a collaboration with her mom, or did a collaboration with her mom. I think it already launched by the time this video will be out. But specifically, she came out with her first eyeshadow palette for her brand. This is the Luxe Legacy eyeshadow palette. I'm not feeling it. I'm really not. And I do love cool tones. I love like a dusty sagey green. I just feel like this is very light heavy. Like there are so many light shades in here that were very repetitive and not necessary. I feel like the deep row at the bottom isn't too bad, but I just feel like there's a lot of repetition in this palette and it just leans so ashy. Not even just cool tone, but just very ashy. I don't know, there's something about it that's not totally my vibe. I feel like if you're attracted to some of the colors and vibes in this palette, please go look at the Blend Bunny Cosmetics The Dollhouse palette. They are not the same palette by any means, but I feel like some of the unique tones in this palette are in that palette, but better. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. I just feel like this is a little bit, I don't know, it's a little repetitive and a little too ashy. I feel like this could have been condensed to be a bit smaller and maybe it would have looked better. Next up, Trixie Cosmetics came out with the Breakup palettes. Yeah. Oh, there's also the Rebound palette. What is the Rebound palette? Oh, it's a smaller palette. Ooh, I don't like that either. Okay, so first off, the Breakup palette. I don't know, something about this color story isn't doing it for me. It's mostly like rosy burgundy focused with one pop of blue. And I don't know, something about it just isn't really piquing my interest. I've yet to try Trixie Cosmetics. They're like loosely on my radar. I would like to try her brand, but nothing is just like, nothing's done enough for me, you know? And now we can talk about this Rebound palette. I just feel like, I don't know. It's not horrible. I feel like I don't like the fact that like both of these palettes are in the same collection and they look so vastly different. Like there's no cohesiveness. Like normally I would not have been convinced that these are even from the same collection because there's just nothing cohesive about them with the shape of the palette, the pans, anything. I don't know. It's just kind of boring. It's just random pops of color. No real rhyme or reason. It's not horrible. Neither of those are horrible. It's just not really for me. All right, next up, Scarlett Johansson launched a skincare line called The Outset. My main gripe with this is not even the fact that there's another celebrity brand, because I really don't care, like, go off, it's fine. We're just at that point where everyone's coming out with a brand. It's whatever, you don't have to buy it. My problem is the packaging is so incredibly boring and simplistic, but it's such an expensive line. And I mean, you could argue that it's the ingredients that are making it so expensive, but I don't know. I look at brands like Good Molecules who are also just very focused on just like putting really good ingredients, and they also have very minimal packaging, but for such a fraction of the cost. Same with like even The Ordinary, which I haven't used The Ordinary, so I can't speak on them, but it's a similar idea, like very ingredient focused, minimal packaging. This is such minimal packaging, but for such a high price tag. And I just feel like for this price tag and for it to be a celebrity brand, I would have expected the packaging to be a little bit nicer. I don't know. And I don't mind minimalistic packaging. For some reason, it's almost just like the white with the blue font. I just don't like that vibe. I feel like maybe even if the font was a different color, maybe I'd like it more. I know that's very nitpicky, but that's what these videos are about, you know? It's just not for me. Okay, this next one is me talking myself out of it. These are 4 new lip injection maximum plump shades from Too Faced. I don't really shop from Too Faced, but I'm a sucker for a plumping gloss. I remember liking the OG lip injection back in the day. It burns so good. It makes your lips so plump. And the idea that these have like new scents or whatever is very appealing. But I'm gonna speak for anyone who's in the same boat as me right now. You don't need to run out and buy something just because they came out with a new scent or a new flavor or whatever. It's the same old, same old. We don't need it. We're not gonna buy it. It'll all be okay. Okay, this one kind of confused me a little bit. These are from Made by Mitchell. These are the new Blush Lights. So I guess it's like a blush highlight hybrid. To me, the swatches literally straight up look like liquid eyeshadows. They just seem like, I don't know, something about it just isn't really for me. I feel like, I don't even want to say they're too pigmented because I like a pigmented blush, but definitely for me as a ghost, too pigmented to be like a highlighty blush, if that makes sense. And especially that top one, that looks like straight glittery silver. I don't see most people vibing with that because it doesn't look like a subtle like icy silver. It just looks like dark silver. It's not gonna vibe with a lot of people. Some of these shades I do think would look beautiful on deeper skin, but I don't know, something about this formula just isn't sitting right with me. It literally looks like liquid eyeshadow swatches, so yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, this next one is another one that I'm talking myself out of. LA Girl came out with these soft matte cream blushes. I think the packaging's adorable. I like the vibe with the colors. I'm talking myself out of it because I have 5 million blushes, specifically liquid ones, and I'm not really a matte girl. So these aren't really for me. Tempting because I know they're gonna be super affordable, but I don't need them, at least right now. At least right now. All right, next up, oh, Too Faced again. They came out with the Better Than Chocolate collection. Too Faced really knows how to take a concept and drive it into the ground. I mean, literally the last one I talked about was the lip injection. They've been doing that for years as well. When are they gonna let the chocolate line go? And this palette looks like nothing special. This literally looks identical to something they've done before. So I don't know. I don't know who's buying this. Maybe you're someone who collects the chocolate bar palettes. By all means, good for you. This is just not it. I think the lipsticks look kind of cute. And I like that they say cocoa on it. Like there's cute aspects, but this is just not anything. This is not anything. And last up, I'm gonna chat about the Colourpop Apricot Me Not collection. They actually did send this to me, but I'm just simply not interested in it. The palette, these are just not the tones that I reach for a lot. I do like that one peachy coral on the right in the middle row. That's kind of cute, and the shimmers look okay, but for the most part, I don't really play with like those warm neutrals too often. The highlights just aren't totally for me. I think they'd be a little bit too dark. The Super Shock shadows, they're just different shades of gold. I don't play with gold too often. I do like the Fresh Kiss liquid lipsticks, but these are colors I have a million times over. So this was just too repetitive of a collection for me, not really for me. So I'm passing on this. My friend Rachel will probably love that when I give it to her. And yeah, that was it for my anti-haul. I feel like this was a lot of just like little nitpicky things. There wasn't anything that horribly bothered me except for those Clarins foundation capsule things. Those are just weird. But I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you actually plan on picking any of this up? Do you hate any of these as well? I would love to chat down below. If you made it to the end of this video, why don't you leave me some emojis that you hate? And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. If you're not already, you can follow me on my other socials. You can join the battybean fam. I am battybean on everything, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And if you want, you can subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I'm posting most days over here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.